Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Avax. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, it's going to be in the top right hand corner of your video. Check that out before watching this one. Now, we are jumping into the daily chart. So last video, I did give you this nice support trend line over here at $100 on the 1.272 Fibonacci retracement. And that was met bang on. And from here, you're up 22% right now, which is great. And what we've done actually here is we've held the 20 EMA on the daily chart. So really by looking on the AVAX chart, you can't really tell that Bitcoin has been down that much, even though it has. So next little resistance line that we're looking at here is $132. So this is going to be the 1.414 on the Fibonacci. And this was my previous target that we met nicely, had a little retracement. You could have bought back in here, and now you're on your way to that target once again. You can take profits at the 132 if you're looking to do so, but if not, it's fine. To each his own targets. From this $100 price tag, that's like a 32% trade. Obviously, long term, we're still looking at $192. From this support that I gave you, that's a 90% trade, which is great, right? But I did tell you guys that I'm not going to be getting involved in AVAX myself because it's already overextended on the weekly chart so much. So, this is, and it's not going to have as much profit as some other projects can, right? I'm not saying it's going to go to zero or anything. It's just that it has appreciated massively already. And if it does have a nice move, I don't see it going anywhere past like, $350, $300 maybe this bull market. But we'll see. I may be totally wrong and we go all the way to $1,000. But just looking at the charts and looking at how far AVAX has gone from July and how far other projects are up. So other projects have more profit potential for me. That's what I'm looking for. But $192, this will be my major exit point over here. And I may leave some AVAX coins to ride out the rest of the wave. But you know that the bear market pullbacks tend to have 90% pullbacks on altcoins. So you're looking potentially at a $10 AVAX from this $192 price. And even if it gets to $394 and 95% is at $18. So even if you sell at $192 and the price goes all the way to $400, you still can buy back in at around about $20, which is not a bad trade in my opinion. Now jumping into the daily RSI. So last video we were actually above this white trend line over here. And I did tell you guys, if we start pulling back down, look for the white support trend line. And I did actually draw it in the video quite accurately too. So I said that if we start losing this, you can jump to this white trend line below, have a little bounce, get rejected, and then come back down to the green trend line on the 52 on the index, 52.39. That's pretty much exactly what we did right now. So I'm kind of proud of myself for that. But you could have bought back in when you saw the RSI on the daily, come back to the green trend line. It doesn't really matter what the price is. You see that you're on a support level on the RSI, bang, you got a bounce, and now you're up nicely. So right now we're looking to break through this resistance. We may get rejected from here and come back for a double bottom pattern. So potentially look for this green trend line to be tested as support one more time. Not saying it's going to happen, but it is still on the cards. Now let's jump into Binance. Jumping into Binance on the daily chart. So you can see that we held the 20 EMA nicely. That is good. We held the 1.618, which was at $106, which I said was a nice support level in the last video. And you could have bought back in there if that's what you were looking for, obviously. As you can see right now, we're wicking towards the second fib level over here at $126. This will be a level that we need to get through. This is a resistance level that we've been rejected from once before, actually 2 times before over here. So this was the 3rd time. So now we're looking kind of break through that level, you can see we have this resistance. The EMA is kind of pushing us up, so we may be in some sort of ascending triangle over here, which is a bullish pattern, as you all know. Now, if we started pulling back heavily on Bitcoin once again, I would imagine we would come back all the way down to $106. If we were to lose that level, I would look at $96. And if we even started losing that, I would look at the 55 EMA. Currently, it's at $90.69, which is at the 1.272 of this fib. But the 55 EMA is one of the most important levels we need to hold. As you can see, we've had bounces off of it previously over here. And usually you just wick to it and then you come back up above the 20 EMA. Now this Fibonacci retracement is set up from the swing high over here September 23rd to the swing low October 12th. So this Fibonacci gives us the 1.618 at $106. Actually, I did say that this was the 786. I do apologize. This was the 1.618. So we held that nicely, and now we're moving to the second fib level. We've gone and wicked above the 2.272, and our main target right now is the 2.414 at $152. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, you have this white trend line, this multi-month resistance that we had. We broke above it. We didn't necessarily have a back test of support. You could count this as a back test of support over here, but usually what happens is we break, with authority above it, and then we have a back test of support. So maybe have some money prepared for a back test of this white trend line. That's around about the previous all-time high at $80, which is the swing high over here. So yeah, look for that if that happens. Obviously not guaranteeing anything, but it potentially can happen. Obviously, I do use the 200 EMA, the 100 EMA, I use the 80 EMA, the 35 EMA, the 10 EMA, the 55, and the 20 EMA. All these EMAs will show you nice levels of support, and you don't want to have them on your chart all at once, but you can just bring them up anytime you want if you have them on your chart over here in the top left corner of your video. So other than that, that is pretty much it. I do think that, as you can see here on the stochastic, we're down in the bottom. Nice place to still start dollar cost averaging if you missed out the opportunity to buy in at $100. We're potentially curling up for the bullish cross on the MACD, but this is a bearish, or not a bearish, this is a lagging indicator. So if you're trading based on the MACD, you're going to be late to the party, but you can see that we're curling up for the bullish cross, so we may get that confirmation very, very soon. So you can use the MACD as a confirmation indicator. That's it. Now let's just jump into the 4-hourly chart and see if we have any divergences over here or what's going on. So on the stochastic, as you can see, we topped out, so potentially way to move to the downside when you come back down on the stochastic on the 4-hourly down here, okay? That's where you want to stock up on some Avax coins. Looking at the RSI, let's see what we have. Okay, so I don't think we have any divergences over here. Yeah, looks solid, but obviously what you're looking for is you need to break this high over here, and then you're going to flip bullish, right? So we kind of have this bottoming out pattern over here. We kind of bottomed out, now we're starting to move. We got the bounce, and now we're moving up, okay? So hopefully the markets recover, we don't get any more FUD, and nobody is going to talk about anything COVID related anytime soon. Hopefully we can get this bull market and get it to a close. Basically, I really wanted the bull market to end by December, by January, but the longer we consolidate, the more likely it is that we're getting overextended to to the next year, to 2022, April, March potentially. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Feel free to check me out on Twitter. I do have a Twitter account where I post daily technical analysis on all the charts that we follow. So if you want, constant updates, you can go in there, request some as well, and you can request TA updates in the Discord server. We also have a Telegram chat, and we have a Patreon. Make sure to check out our Patreon. We do low cap gems, but we have TA lessons in there and all kinds of good stuff that will help you out in the long term. So if you invest in the Patreon, you invest in me technically, I will make sure that your investment pays off very nicely. So thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.